everybody, Josh and Tommy back at Watch Hill Proper. This week we are reviewing Pure Antique. This is a 20-year straight bourbon whiskey from Preservation Distillery. Comes in at 121.2 proof. So,
like that.
It says lot 2. It's a batch, so we think it's not a single barrel, but it can't be too many barrels, but we'll see. So we just got this. Doesn't disclose necessarily on the bottle where it came from.
Does not have Kentucky on it.
No, it is not from Kentucky.
So by process of elimination, if it's not Kentucky and it's 20 years old, I have a good guess.
And it's not Indiana either.
Not Indiana.
So we will give this a go. Pure Antique, Preservation Distillery. It's sourced, so, obviously it's not their juice or anything like that. So this is a $900 MSRP.
Ouch. 121.2.
121.2.
That was pretty good.
Not bad on the nose.
No.
But not a lot of 20-year kind of coming out of the nose.
Mm-mm.
I would not have. From the nose, you're not going to know it's 20 years. I mean, trying to describe the nose. I mean, it's a bourbon nose. It's just kind of... I'll come back to it.
Man, hold that on your tongue for 3 or 4 seconds. Unfiltered, barrel-proof, single batch.
I like it. I like it.
Man, the mid-palate...
I didn't think I was going to like this.
The mid-palate is... It's really good. I would expect some different notes that I'm getting from a 20-year-old product.
True.
And it says straight on the bottle, so I will take it that this is straight bourbon. It doesn't have some of the telltale signs of a 20-year-old to me.
No, but it's very brown sugar sweet.
It's got a big old mouthfeel on the finish.
It does.
That's when the 20 does kind of make its presence felt on the finish. The mid palate,
okay.
This to me,
go on.
I mean, this to me, it's got notes of port. It's got notes. I mean, there's so many notes that I do not pull from extra aged whiskey that
right.
this is giving me. I don't know what they did. I mean, I'm not questioning them. It's got different notes than normal.
Doesn't taste that old.
It doesn't taste that old.
Right.
It tastes. The proofing on the finish would drink higher even than 120 to me. If you would have told me this was 128, 130. Yeah, because I don't get tingling. You'll hear people in tastings talk about how their lips will tingle and they'll get. When I get that, I get it about as often as I get Kentucky Hug. I don't get Kentucky Hug very much anymore as far as something that really gets you. But when I get that tingling, I normally know that can be like a Stag Junior or Stag Now or whatever, something that really kind of makes the inside of your gums and your lips kind of go, oh man, this is big.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. And it's not hot for just the sake of being hot. It's good flavor. But that's when I get that. And I get that a little bit with this at 120, which is, I drink 120 proof whiskey all the time.
Yeah.
So the mid palate to me is the most intriguing because it has really got some sweet kind of porty kind of fruit notes that I'm just not used to a 20-year-old whiskey having.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So I've got a splash still in my glass. And the second time going back to the nose, I am starting to get a little of that dusty that you would want out of a 20-year to kind of tell me you've got some age on you. So, like in the nose, man,
Well, we have reviewed.
If this is from our friends down south, it ain't coming through.
It doesn't. It does not have the telltale note.
Not at all.
It doesn't. And that's where this is from. If I had to venture a guess, this is where. And it does not have that note at all.
This would fool me as a Kentucky straight bourbon on the nose now. With what I've got left in this glass, I would have said maybe like a Russell's or some
maybe
kind of version of that, of a little bit of dusty. I would have said maybe like a 12-year-old Russell versus a 20-year-old Tennessee.
Well, we have reviewed another 20-year-old bourbon that
it's not like this.
Is nothing like
it's
this.
not like this. This
Nothing
is different.
like.
This is clearly not distilled in Kentucky for being 20 years old. But it's not bad. I mean,
it's
got
not
a
only
lot
not
of
bad, it's actually pretty good. But I'm just saying it's weird that we think we know that Southern Distillery, we'll call it, the notes. And this to me could not have been way up in a Rick. This had to be kind of steady as she goes, kind of Van Winkle 20-ish.
Right.
Those type notes where it's not eating you up with the oak, because
it's not.
I didn't get it.
No.
I didn't get it.
The barrel has a subtle I mean, obviously the barrel's influenced it a lot, but it's not too much.
No, not at all. That
the barrel's done what it needed to do to this whiskey to make it really good. And I think, like I said, the nose.
I think somebody could have told me that this was a finished whiskey, and I believed them. Only on the mid.
I don't know where I would get that.
It didn't finish. It did not finish that way. But that mid palate, man, I'm not used to. Who the hell gets port type notes on a 20-year-old whiskey? I don't, ever. And I did a little bit on this.
Man, I'm just going to tell you, like, I get. This would have fooled me that this isn't a Wild Turkey product. I'm getting a lot of similar notes. It's crazy. You can pour you some more if you need to try it again.
Now you said Wild Turkey, I'm like, damn, I mean.
Smell that.
I know, and that's the note that you don't like.
I mean, like, even on the palate, I'm getting a little bit of that funk. I'm getting a little funk out of this, and I would have said this is not your classic Wild Turkey, but I would have said almost like, man, this is an older Russell's or something out of that distillery, because like it doesn't have the Tennessee, kind of flavor profile, and I don't know which Tennessee distillery it's out of. If it's even out of a Tennessee distillery, that's just what the online gurus are talking about and this and that. But
it does not have
the name Pure Antique. I think it fits it pretty well because it almost tastes like an older Dusty to me a little bit. It doesn't have a lot of char. It doesn't have. So like if I'm going in blind on this, my feeling on this going in blind is this is not 20 years old. It doesn't drink 20 years old. It doesn't have that overwhelming like mouthfeel. It doesn't have that char, the oak stuff. It's not tannic at all.
Not at all.
So for like being take them at their word. It's 20 years old.
Yeah.
It's really well done in that it's the barrel hasn't over-influenced it at all. So it's very nicely done at a 20-year-old. Like it could have stayed in the barrel another 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I'm wondering if if maybe that's what they did is they found, they had some older, maybe they had some 21, 22-year-old stuff that was a little bit harsh, and they found that 20-year that had that, that
to
sweet,
blend it and soften a little bit.
Batch.
Yeah.
So it's not like it.
No, it's not a single barrel.
You could have, hey, Angel's Envy came out with a bottled and bond, at cask strength. I mean, come on, anything's possible these days.
Exactly.
So
I think it's pretty.
And I'm pleasantly surprised.
I am too. So like, for not, like I said, I'm not a Wild Turkey Dusty, but based on expectations, it is not what I thought it was going to drink like at all. And I don't know that I wouldn't. I mean, 900's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's unique.
It is very unique.
It's
It doesn't taste like many 20-year-olds that I've ever.
It's not I mean, it's a drinker. Like you can drink this.
Yeah.
Like you can pound this.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like I didn't get the hug that you got.
I didn't get it. I didn't get the hug wise, but I got it more with the tingling of that. I get that when certain things.
I'm kind of all over the board with this. I'm struggling to try to.
The mid palate was by far, but that's usually me. But the mid palate to me was the best
sweet.
thing.
And it was sweet.
Sweet.
It was very brown sugary,
but had
vanilla.
That note. Yeah. And a port doesn't come in.
And the port, it does definitely have some grape kind of flavors to it.
And that's just a weird note for 20-year-olds. At least it is for me. Maybe it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
That's a weird note, but to me, I don't usually get that.
Sure.
But it's good. I'm pleasantly surprised.
So
nose. I think it has. I don't know. I'm probably low 8s on the. On the nose.
I wasn't a huge fan of the nose. It was kind of average.
Mid palate to me is 8.4, 8.5, even 8.6. I could be talked into, and then the finish was unique enough to warrant an 8.4, 8.5 for me.
I'm good with an 8.5 on this.
I think it's worth it. I mean, I think it's a really good for an unknown product like this to get an 8.5. And I think we both agreed that it kind of went from this to this and stayed about there on the last two. The nose was the weakest part of it.
It was.
Yeah.
Because it just doesn't have a 20-year
The mid palate on that is crazy. When you drink this, hold it on your tongue for like 3 or 4 seconds. The notes that come out.
It's really good.
It's really good.
It is really good. And then for me, like the dusty, but it's not tannic.
No.
If anything,
didn't go oaky at all.
No, not a bit. It's not dry. It's kind of really solid.
Yeah, it's a good pour.
So what did we say?
8.5.
8.5.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good. So that is Pure Antique out of the Preservation Distillery. Obviously, they got a ton of stuff going on down there. So go visit them. They've got expressions coming out like crazy from different things. So we'll see you next time.
See ya. Hey guys, I'm Tommy. This is Josh. We're the owners of Watch Hill Proper. We are the largest American whiskey bar in the world. We're located in Louisville, Kentucky. We'd love for you guys to come out and visit us. We offer, elevated cuisine, great cocktail list, and the wall is what people show up to see.
Definitely can satisfy your palate from standpoint of whiskeys, different bourbons, different flights. You can make your own, but we have wines, cocktails. Michael Crouch is our chef. Amazing food. So we'd love to have you come out and visit. Join us for dinner. Join us for a tasting. Check us out on the website, watchhillproper.com. You can make reservations. You can see our events that we have on the calendar, and we'd love to have you.